I'm being catfished. No! I'm being catfished.
Do you want to come to my party? My mummy and daddy are away.
Should we get the bill? And then the second she came over, yeah, we'll split it. You can see that my shoes are falling apart.
Who's sweaty man in that room that night? I'll tell you that for free. Not being funny, babe. Hi girlies, welcome back to Not Being Funny Babe, the Love of Huns podcast with me, Eleanor.
And me, George.
And this is a special ep today.
We're talking about love.
We're talking about love.
Well, love in some forms.
Love, dating, crushes.
One of the things we get asked a lot, and especially Eleanor, because she is star of TV on first dates. I always go to say Celebs Go Dating. I'm like, it wasn't not Celebs
Oh my
Go
God,
Dating.
can I just say really quickly?
You've been invited on Celebs Go Dating.
No, listen to this. Charlotte was talking to a fella over the weekend and then he whipped his phone out and started FaceTiming a man in prison. Anyway, and he said, and I went, who are you on FaceTime to? And he said his name, like name dropping his name as if I'd know him. And I was like, oh my God, no way, I've not heard from you in ages, taking the piss. And he went, funny because I watched you on first dates. And I said, where did you watch me? And he said, from my cell. So I've made it to HMP, girlies.
Oh my God.
How good is that?
I wonder if he listens to this.
Yeah, from the cell. Someone's put a phone up their bum so we can watch us on Spotify.
Aww. Well, thank you to the person that put the phone up the bum.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Is the man in prison hot?
Yeah, he was actually.
Yeah. They always.
I said, have you got a girlfriend? You? And he went, I've got a few. And I thought, me next.
Me, pick me.
So anyway, love, crushes, first dates. George is big on the old dating scene.
You say this every episode, every day to me.
Every episode, does George have a date, or been on a date, or had a date, or was on a second date, a third date, or what?
I was trying at the start of this year. I really thought, I'm going to give it my all.
You have?
But get my little heart broken all the time. Gay dating's not easy, let me tell you.
Neither straight dating, darling.
Well, we're both in the trenches then, aren't we?
We're going to have a scrap in this episode. Who's
got
it harder?
Who's got it worse? I think you've dated more nutters, but I've dated...
Yeah, I ain't dated anyone but a fucking freak. Do you remember your first boyfriend or girlfriend?
Yes.
Right.
So, her name was Emily.
Ooh.
It was when I was at secondary school. I didn't really know what gay was. And we had computer time at school. And the boys were like, let's Google naked woman. and I was like, okay. And I stood around. And then they were all Googling it. And they were like, oh my God. And I was like, Google naked man. And one of them went, are you gay or something? And I was like,
What the fuck's that?
maybe I am.
And you think, you're onto something, girl.
You could be onto something. And I remember a few situations
Yeah.
watching Captain Jack in Doctor Who. Whoa.
Nice.
Vin Diesel in Diapered Dad or whatever.
Pacifier.
Pacifier. We've talked about this before. Why do I keep forgetting all the names?
So
Alec Baldwin in Cat in the Hat.
The fuck?
You know when he takes off the girdle and his fat belly comes out? Whoa.
Right then.
Really did something for me even from a young
I
age.
feel like that's a very, very unique experience that you just had
I think
there.
it was. I've not had I think I did something on TikTok about it not that long ago. And I think even the gays turned on me a bit.
Because I fear that would turn me gay, seeing that. Do you know what I mean?
I'd love to see you with a lesbian lover.
Well, if I ever have one, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
They were your first crushes, weren't they, them?
But in order to kind of go along with secondary school and like I was realizing the popularity was currency, and I was fat and ginger. I couldn't also be gay. And I didn't have any friends.
You can't have all three.
I was the only person from my primary school to come up to that secondary school, other than one girl, but we don't talk about her. Yeah. So I was like, shit, I need to like make friends. And so I was like, let's just go for a girl that I think she was also in a similar position where she was like, I need to have a boyfriend to like be normal.
Oh.
And so I pretended that I fancied her and she pretended to be into me.
I love that.
I think we dated for a day. I'm not even sure it was 24 hours, but she put me in her bio on MSN.
Nice of her.
And I put
That's
her
serious,
in mine.
that.
Yeah.
It's like getting a mortgage.
On the first day.
That's nice.
Wonder what she's doing now.
I wonder if she's a lesbian.
Bet she's got kids. She screams has.
Don't
She
know.
always really pulled her hair back tight. And I must have known I was gay because I remember thinking, that's got to be giving you a headache. And I don't think a lot of straight men
You're
think
like,
about
you'd look
that.
better with your hair down, babe. Babe, why don't you put your hair down?
Shall I get a Dyson out and I'll curl it for you? Give you a blow
Should we go and
dry.
get our hair done together?
And then I remember being infatuated with this other girl who was she was like the popular indie pretty girl, and all the like nerdy boys were obsessed with her. And I remember on Valentine's Day, I bought her a £15 box of chocolates from
Fucking hell.
Thornton's. It was like all my pocket money.
That's sweet.
And she was really nice about it, but I think it was a bit weird because I'd not shown any interest before. And I was just like,
Turn you down?
here you go. What if she had boys fawning after her, bless her.
Oh, right. So you were back at the curb.
Yeah.
My first boyfriend, I think I was in year 5. His brother's so fucking fit.
Show me his brother.
I will. I'll find you in a minute.
Is he gay?
Don't think so. He was Joseph in the play and I was Mary. Very, very sweet, meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked me out and then he wrote me the lyrics to James Blunt Beautiful and give them to me.
Well, why did he write it out?
Because he said, like, I've wrote this for you. But then obviously I realised it was James Blunt's song. But he did write Angle instead of Angel. I saw an angle of that, I'm sure. And that just sold it for me. And I thought, sealed the deal there. So that was my first boyfriend. It weren't my first crush. My first crush, I was really, really obsessed with him. And I used to go around and say, you smell amazing. And it was just clearly like his washing powder or something.
Yeah, but there was a very distinct difference in washing powders, wasn't there? Nobody ever smelt the same.
Do you know when someone just stunk of washing and I thought,
Yeah.
your mum knows how to wash? And I thought, God, you smell amazing.
Lots
And
of
then-
fabric softener. My mum was doing all the non-bio stuff. So I just smelt like nothing.
Like musk.
Niche. Probably. Had 2 cats and 2 dogs.
Oh.
So I was fat, ginger, and smelt like fucking RSPCA.
Well, he smelled beautiful. He smelled gorgeous. I
He
used to
didn't have
follow
2
him
dogs
around.
and 2 cats.
And even in school, he used to think, I knew he used to think, fuck off. And he used to be like, God, you smell gorgeous, you. And then one day we was in PE and do you know when like they say you really fancy someone so you're tied to him? And I can't say his name because I'm mates with his wife now. But anyway, I shouted him and he turned round and I fucking poked him in both his eyes and he had to go home.
Ow! Why did you do that?
I just was trying to flirt with him. And I said his name and he turned around and I went, fuck off. 2 fingers in both of his eyes. And I remember he just fell to the floor. And I was like, and he had to go home. I know. Never made him my boyfriend.
I do remember the first time that a boy ever flirted with me was when went to Leicester Pride when I was 16, obviously like pretending that I was older
Yeah.
so that I could get booze and stuff. And I remember this guy like stopping me and like talking to me. And I just thought he was being nice. I didn't really realise he was flirting until I went away. And then my friends were like, what are you doing? But I do think he was quite a bit older actually. But I do like an older man.
You do.
Always have.
My first heartbreak was in high school because my mate was like the most popular girl in the year. She was like head prefect. She was going to be prom queen. And it happened twice where I really fancied a lad and then they were in love with her. And one of them, it was school holidays and he was like, can we go on a walk? And I thought, this is it. And we went on the walk and he was like, I'm in love with blank's name. And I thought, you fucking scruff. Anyway, so I got with his brother and I was with his brother for 5 years. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, see you at Christmas dinner, darling.
How'd you like them apples? Does his
Yeah.
brother know that?
What?
Does the man that you dated for 5 years know that?
No, I don't think he does.
We heard it here first, darling.
Fuck him.
I knew this episode was going to be risky. There's got to be some...
There's a story about him coming up in the episode to do with poo anyway, so let's fucking go.
Oh, okay. Wait, what was the question?
First heartbreak.
First heartbreak. So, I think I've only ever been in love with one man.
Right.
Which we'll talk about a bit later.
Right.
But that was quite later on in my life.
Yeah.
But my first kiss was a man, I'm not going to fully name him, but it was at a house party. I think it was my first house party when I was like 16. And these 2 girls from different schools who were both like really cool girls, were fighting over this boy, like actually like getting in a tizzy. He went outside into the garden and was like, oh, this is like so stressful. It's just pissing me off. And I was like, yeah, like I can imagine it's annoying. And he kissed me. And we had a gorgeous, passionate kiss.
Oh,
and he was stunning. And he was
God.
and he was in the year above, and he was like a really hot indie boy. And I was obsessed. I know.
Wow.
I know.
I bet you were on top of the fucking world. I'm getting giddy thinking about
Giggy.
it for you. Giggy.
I had a lot of WKD and a passionate kiss.
That's lovely, that.
And it was delicious.
So did anything ever come from it?
No, because I think now he's bi.
Oh.
I'm saying that in inverted commas, not because bi people aren't real, but because I actually think
you know
he's
he's a gay
straight.
man.
No,
Oh, really?
I think he's straight. I think he was testing the water a bit. Not to buy erasure.
Really?
Anyway, really lovely boy, and I hope he's all right. God, I really hope he's not listening to this. He'd be sick.
Moving on to most desperate things you've done to get a boy's attention. You must have some good ones there.
Right. Thanks.
I was struggling to think of mine, you know.
Really?
Really. I'm very nonchalant, me.
I do think I've always been quite bad at making the first move.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be better. But I've ever told you about when I was, oh God, it's painful this. I was in heaven, which is...
Heaven.
I'm in heaven.
The club.
You know, yeah.
The club.
Big gay club in London. Oh, well remembered, well known. I was 18. I was fucked up. And that is actually, I've just remembered that is the night I lost my virginity.
What a
But
night.
before that,
Yeah.
there was this group of like, so there's like a stage in the middle, you know, in a lot of gay clubs, they have that.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get up on the stage. And usually it's only the braver people. And there was this group of like hot men. And I went up to this guy. And even though I was fucked up, I still remember this because it was so mortifying. Tapped him on the shoulder and he turned around. And obviously I'm shorter than him anyway. And he's on the stage and he kind of looked and couldn't see me. And I was like, down here. And he looked at me and he went, was that you? And I went, yeah. And he laughed in my face and turned around.
What a fucking nasty
And
prick.
I think that's one of the worst things that's ever happened to
But
me.
you lost your virginity that night.
But I
so
still
who
lost my
gives a
virginity.
fuck?
Have I ever told you the story of me losing my virginity?
No.
Okay.
Tell.
Oh my God, my mum is going to hate this so much. So I was 18
Yep.
in heaven
In heaven.
in the club toilet.
You lost it. You joke.
Please don't sue me, Jeremy Joseph. That's the owner of GY. I'm sorry, sir.
Go on.
Please don't ban me.
I'm sure you won't be the first.
Well, God, no.
Go on.
Well, they now have quite strict toilet attendants.
Oh, do
Like
they?
on the door. If you're in the toilet for too long, they knock on the door.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that when I was there, let me
Oh.
tell you. So this guy, I don't remember how I got with him, but we go to the toilet. He shags me in the toilet. And it was my first time, and he had a very big penis.
Did he?
So it was quite a lot.
Wow.
And then I was like, right, okay, I thought that was going to be it. And then he follows me around and we're having a dance and we're having a lovely time. And these two girls come over to me and they're like, I remember his name. They were like, are you with Jay? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, we knew it. And I was like, what? And they were like, we knew he was gay. He's our manager of this bar. And we've always wondered if he was gay or not, but like we've never seen him get with a guy or anything. And I was like, how interesting.
Oh my God.
So we keep dancing, we're kissing on the dance floor, blah, 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 blah. Then we leave and he was like, right, well, am I coming back to yours then? And I was like, oh my God, like we're gonna fall in love. And there's a McDonald's on the corner.
Yeah.
We're like stood outside the McDonald's. He's like, oh, just a minute, I need to go sort something out. And I was like, okay. So I'm stood outside the McDonald's. He comes out, there's this fight coming out of the McDonald's doors. Two guys on the floor. He's on top of them, punching the shit out of them. Jay is. And I don't remember this, but apparently at this point, I called Amanda, who'd gone home, and I was crying, talking to Amanda. Don't know why I was crying.
My Jay's in a scrap.
Me man's having a scrap. So he's beating these two guys up. Oh, also, I think important that he told me he was 28. So I was 18, he was 28. It's already quite a big age gap. And he just gets up. These guys are on the floor like covered in blood. And he gets up and he's got blood in his knuckles. And he's like, come on then you. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, look at me. I'm living the criminal life in London, in the big city. So we go back to mine. We're kissing on the tube. We like walk back to my student halls and we're like kissing down this alley. We have sex in my bed. And then he was like, gonna stay. And he was like, all right, better go. Like this, he like switches like that after he,
No.
you know.
No.
Go on, say it.
Big O. After the big O.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah, and he goes and he'd given me his number because he was like, if you lose,
He give
if
you the
lo-
class.
No, luckily, didn't get nothing.
Right.
But he gave me his number because he was like, if you lose me in the club, like, here's my number. And I put the next day, I put his number into Facebook to try and find him.
Wow.
Back
Classic.
in the day.
Yeah.
He's actually 38 and he's married to a woman.
Oh.
So
Someone
I
out there is going to
spiraled.
be able to find out who he is.
I spiraled about that for like quite a few weeks, and I kept trying to call him when I'd get drunk. I don't know what I was going to say.
You're gonna have to
but
find his
then he
number
obviously
now.
blocked me. Well, I've probably still got it because I don't delete any of my contacts.
Let's ring it.
Hi, you're live. Then I had to tell my mum that I needed to go to the STI clinic, and she was really upset because she didn't know I was having sex.
We was talking about this on the way in.
Yeah, we were.
We were.
We were
and my
getting
mum
ready.
came with me to get contraception for the first time ever.
My mum nearly crashed the car when I told her I needed to go to the STI clinic and not the doctors because I didn't realise they were two separate places. And I was like, fuck, I'm not walking from the doctors to the STI clinic. And the nurse, I was like, felt so sorry for me and like, so like, was so worried about how fragile I was because she was like, right, you're a gay 18-year-old living in London and you've just had unprotected sex with a man that you don't know who's 38 and in a relationship with a woman. And she cried.
The nurse.
I made her cry.
No.
Because she was so worried about me. And then she gave me about 400 condoms.
Still got 400 in the drawer at home.
But thank you, Nurse Claire.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I don't know what your name is, but she probably a Claire.
Yeah, she got to be a Claire.
Yeah.
I was telling George on the way that my mum took me to the doctors to get some contraception, and it was the same doctor I had since I was born. And he was like, oh, I give you your injections when you were 3 weeks old, and now I'm giving you contraception. But yeah,
Circle of life, baby.
I lost my virginity in my boyfriend's little brother's bed with Spider-Man sheets when we was watching Lee Evans. How nice is that?
What happened to Lee Evans?
Sweated away.
That was his bit, wasn't it? It used to make me feel quite sick,
Very
actually.
sweaty man.
I remember somebody
There were
at
two
school.
sweaty men in that room that night. I'll tell you that for free.
Why was it in his little brother's bed?
Because I was staying at his house and his mum said, you're not staying in the same room. You can stay in his little brother's bed. And he snuck in and put it in me. Sorry, Mum.
Snuck in and snuck it in. Does she know that?
She must do.
God.
And she was like, you're going to see him a lot over this summer. We better go to the doctor and get you something. Most desperate thing you've done to get a boy's attention. Was that what we were talking about?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about.
When you tapped him.
I got distracted. Yeah. We have asked you to send in some of your awful, clingy.
Worst thing you've done to get someone's attention.
Yeah. A very common one, signing in and out of MSN. A lot of you responded with that. And I do remember doing that. But I didn't do it for attention from a boy. I did it for attention from my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or people like some of the popular girls in my year, and I'd be like, I want to be friends with them.
Do you know what I just love? I'm sorry to go on a thingy, but when you said when you said that girl said I've got a lot going on, and you was like, we've all got fucking stuff going on.
I wasn't going to bring that up again. I forgot that I told you that.
Oh God. Right, go on, you read one.
Not me, but my friend asked for some random skater boy Snapchat back in the day. And he instead asked if she had a power bank to charge his phone. And she said, no, but I've got £10. And then proceeded to give him the £10 note and he walked off. Never heard from him again.
Oh no.
Imagine just giving a boy a tenner and he just walks away.
Scruff. I'd do the same though. Someone here spilled a drink on them. Very nice.
Classic.
Nice.
It's a classic. Looking at influencer/business type accounts he follows on Insta and liking all their recent posts, so he keeps seeing my name and thinks we have the exact same interests.
That is so fucking clever. I'm going to use
Genius.
that.
Work smarter, not harder. Nobody has said it here, but I've just remembered. Do you remember when you used to be able to see activity on Instagram?
Yeah.
And it would show you who had liked what and who had commented on what. And it's how you'd always catch the boys. looking at stuff. I used to stalk that page like there's no tomorrow.
Bring that back.
I remember thinking my world was collapsing when they got rid of that. And I didn't even have a boyfriend.
Bought Snapchat Plus to see where I was on their best friends list. Wasn't where I hoped.
That's sad, isn't it? I followed this guy in town who I was talking to. Alcohol was had, by the way. Accidentally didn't realise there was a huge water fountain next to me. Fell in, broke my nose bad. Worst part was the girl next to him, who I didn't realise was there, was another date he was on.
Right.
Breaking your nose, trying to impress a guy, and he's already on a date.
Yeah, but he could have come and saved her, and that would have been a fucking what a meet cute that would have been. Quit my job and became a yoga teacher. It didn't work.
Boys love a yoga teacher.
They like
That's
the
probably
pants.
what it is. Or a flight attendant.
They like the pants. Yeah.
Do boys still like, if you are a straight man listening to this, question 1, why? Question 2, do you still think being a flight attendant is sexy?
Yeah.
Because that EasyJet uniform ain't hot, is it?
No.
Virgin Atlantic, at least, it's designed by Vivienne Westwood.
Really?
It's still that funky hot red, but
You're all tattoos and that now, aren't you?
it's something a bit sexy.
To express yourself. Threw eggs at their house. I was 17 though.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's
See, that's a classic.
throwing eggs age 17. You're right.
That's a classic, bullying him because you fancy him. That's just like me poking him in the eyes,
I'm really interested in this one. My ex was ghosting me, so I showed up at his place of work in disguise. I'm picturing like
I need to know
the glasses with the nose and mustache,
yeah.
and then like a Smithy's wig.
My friend made me tell her ex that she'd broken her leg and gone missing 2 different occasions. Do you know what? I did that actually. When my ex-boyfriend cheated on me, I was went to Kirsten's house to cry my eyes out. I got Kirsten to message him being like, "Have you seen Ellen and no one's heard of her?" Because I just wanted him to be worried. And he was like, all my family was messaging him like, "Have you seen Ellen? We can't find her anywhere."
See, so you have done something.
And then I messaged his mum saying he's cheated on me and he owes me 300 quid, the fucking tramp. Moving on. Got like 100 tattoos because their girlfriend had them and thought it would make him fancy me. That is permanently insane, innit?
But I support it.
Tattoos. And because their girlfriend had them, so they had a girlfriend.
It's a bit Frankie Kokoza,
It's
isn't
a bit
it?
crazy. You better get on Tattoo Fixers.
I wonder how many names Frankie Kokoza's got now. Oh, well, actually, he's been with his girlfriend for quite a while, hasn't
Has
he?
he?
Are they married?
I don't know anything about Frankie Kokoza like the rest of the fucking UK.
My ex used to ignore my calls, so I'd call his mobile from my mobile and at the same time call his house phone from my house phone. So he would pick up because he wouldn't think there was a possibility it could be me. Unhinged behaviour. But he was also a prick, so we're even.
That's so clever.
That's genius.
Have you seen it?
Genius.
Have you seen the ways where people have tried to contact someone when they've blocked them? So like they'll send them a Moonpig card or they'll transfer them 1p with the referencing.
There's one here that says my ex sent me £200 to try and get my attention. That'd fucking
get my attention, darling. I'd message him back saying, send another 100 and I'll think about it. My 2 truths, 1 lie, but 1 truth being my kitten got microwaved when I was little by my neighbour. What message are you replying to?
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Does that count? Right.
Right. Did you submit that in the right place?
Innit?
These are addictive.
God, there's loads, isn't there?
Messaged him and said, "Why haven't you liked my story?" after he aired me twice. Also found out that they liked Peep Show and made it my entire personality for 6 months. Have you ever pretended to like something?
No, I don't think I
My
have.
first boyfriend was really into Disney. And I kind of just accepted that I would maybe need to be a bit Disney gay.
Disney adult.
He said his dream wedding was
Out the side of the castle.
for me and him to wear Mickey and Minnie Mouse ears. And
He's got to be single now.
my friend sent me his Instagram. He's got a boyfriend and I think they're Disney gays together.
That's sweet.
And they went to Disney
happy for
World.
him?
I'm really happy
Right,
for
I love
him.
that then.
He had the 6th biggest Lady Gaga collection in the world.
Right. Okay
I
then.
know. Hope he's all right.
Shay said she told a boy in primary school she was getting braces to impress him, and then he was really impressed and then kept going up to her saying, show me braces, and she kept going, because she weren't getting braces. She weren't getting him, so she was going, and then Charlotte, this weren't actually even long ago, we was on a night out, and there's this lad this lad near us, and like, he snogs everyone, and it's like, you'd be like, oh, I snogged him the other week, and then someone else will go, I snogged him the same night. And this night, Charlotte snogged him, and then she rang him 16 times, right?
16?
On Instagram, didn't even have his number. Oof. And then when she finally gave up, she texted me saying, sorry, must have pocket dialed you.
16 times 16. On Instagram.
And in between the messages, she was like, fuck off then. Last message, she put, sorry, must have rang you in my bag, she put. That's a classic one.
My friend of a friend really fancied this guy at work who was her boss.
Right.
Her boss at work. She really fancied him, but knew she had a wife. Oh God, I'm worried. No, if I don't name anyone, it's fine, isn't it? Yeah.
He had a wife.
He had a wife, but she really fancied him, and there'd been a bit of flirting. So she put an AirTag in his bag.
Right.
Worked out where he was like going most days of the week, and then she would just kind of show up there afterwards, so they ended up bumping into each other. And it worked, and she had an affair with him.
That's a Netflix doc.
I know, I'd watch that.
That is
Netflix doc, I'd watch that as a Netflix drama.
Film.
It's like a modern day bunny boiler, isn't it?
And what happened to their affair?
Don't know.
Did it fizzle out? Did she end up with him?
Need to find out.
Fucking, that's insane. What if you found that?
I think it was one of those, again, like one of those big ass backpacks
that
has all the different compartments. It's got the wheels on.
I'm trying to think of like, do you know if you fancy someone on a night out, what do you go up and say to him?
I don't. No. This is what I mean. I let people make the same move.
I'd go up all the time. Do you know what I started doing a lot, and it actually did work?
Go on.
I'd go, oh, I fucking know you. Are you called Josh? And they'd go, no. And I'd go, God, you real? And then they'd start talking to him. And you just go up to him and say, you called Josh?
That's clever.
Yeah. Well, I'm still single, so clearly not that clever.
Maybe this is in my head a little bit. And it's not being very nice to yourself. But because I'm rather on the larger side, sometimes it doesn't feel like a very safe space for a larger gay in a gay club. And I'm worried that I'll go up to someone and they're probably not going to, but I'm worried they're going to be like, fuck off, fatty. And I just don't think I could handle that.
But after a couple of drinks, you just got to think, I'm the fittest person in this.
And it does help,
everybody in this place fancies me.
But that's why I think I read something on this recently that like Grindr has really ruined gay dating, and now potentially Field will for straight people, because
I'm in the fucking pits of Field, me. But
I thought it was going well.
No.
Right, we'll put a pin. We're coming back to that.
Go on.
But I think now, just because people are less likely to just go up to a stranger and be like, you're fit.
Because they know they can go on the phone.
They can go on the phone and do it.
I'll just go up to anyone, me. Shay always says.
You're not afraid of a stranger, though. When you went out there earlier to get a drink, I could hear you. Who the fuck were you talking to out there?
The shop man. He lit on to me. He's lovely. He's really nice.
I don't know how you're not married.
Oh. But Shay always says her favourite thing is to watch me flirting with people on the night out. She said it's like an art.
I bet you're incredible. Because the way you talk to strangers, social anxiety is scared of you.
A lot of strangers must think I'm flirting with them, but I'm not. I'm just really interested in people's lives.
Somebody told me once that I just am quite a flirty person.
Yeah.
Am I?
You've never flirted with me.
I'll try better next time.
Yeah.
Never say never, darling.
Not being funny, babe. Who has it worse?
There's a lot of differences. I have a lot of straight female friends who are still getting to grips with the nuances of gay dating.
Yeah, it's gay dating versus straight dating.
Ding, ding, ding.
Said it before, say it again. George is always on a date. You know, they're in one day of the week where George isn't on a date.
But do you mean a date or a hookup? You mean a date?
Well, I mean both, really. If you're not on a date, you're shagging someone. Sorry to your mum watching.
Shagging someone can be very quick and efficient.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I got back Saturday night. Oh, fuck it. She's going to listen to this anyway. Got back Saturday night. It was about midnight. Got back from the pub. There was a man near to me.
Yes.
And he messaged me like, want to come over? And I was like, yeah. In and out job, no complications. We'll see it, say it sorted in half an hour. And he had one of the nicest penises I've ever seen.
Nice.
Big up, whatever your name is.
See, that's what I mean. I think there's always something going on in your world like that. But for me and the girl is...
I just feel quite busy. And I think, you know, we've got a lot going on, darling.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I really like that gay men just want to...
Yeah.
It's uncomplicated
I
and they
do.
just want to have a
like
shag.
that.
But I would also quite like a boyfriend.
Yeah, thing is for me, if
Quite complicated.
If I'm going to be making love, I'm going to be making love. And I'm going to be in love with you in the morning.
I bet you're really good in bed. I've always thought that.
You know it.
You've got the confidence.
I'm just spat everywhere.
Bring a bit of that to the bedroom, darling. Sometimes they want the weather, not the news.
Hey, go and look at my bedroom if you want to come and see it in the flesh.
I mean, it is gorgeous.
It's fucking gorgeous.
I'd sleep there.
Not even christened it yet.
I would like to know from you and our audience as well, I think, but especially you at this moment in time. What do you think is the reason then that there aren't like hookups for straight relationships like there are for gay relationships? It's becoming a bit better, but it's still like, if I wanted to have sex right now, I could just open it and just go and have sex.
I think that is the same for girls. If they wanted to have sex, they could have sex in 10 minutes, but they also just want them to be in love with them.
Do you think that's true?
I think feelings get involved too much. I think lads are just happy to shag anyone and then never think about them again.
They're like rabbits. They are.
They're just another breed.
And I love it.
They're just another breed.
Yeah.
Like me and the girls always say, like, I wish I could just shag about, but I just think, why you not love me? Right, for dating then, will you ask people on dates, you or not?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that.
I'm not.
What, IRL? No, you're talking about on the apps.
On the apps.
Yeah.
Well, not me on the apps, but when I was on the apps, yeah.
My friend, she's very good at dating.
Nice.
She's always finding a new one. Good for her.
Love that.
Gel cow. And she was like, she has 3 rules. Rule number
I have
one.
to say my rule. Go on.
That's exciting. Okay, rule number
if it's the
1
same.
is talk to them on the apps for a week. If you haven't got a plan beyond that week, don't bother. It's not going to happen. Rule number 2, when you meet them for the first time, don't do an alcohol date. I know, and that's tough, but
Can't
because
be.
if you got an alcohol date, well, not only are you spending loads of money, you also might think that they're really fun and entertaining, but you were just
But
drunk.
we've just had a drink.
You've just had a drink.
True, nice.
And rule number 3, sleep with them on the second date. There's
Right.
no point waiting for any longer after that.
Nice.
'Cause if they're bad in bed, you don't
What
want
did
to be
you
with
say
them.
about first date?
Well, I think like I would, but I always just think like it's a bit awkward from then, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you've got to have a bit more build up.
Yeah. And you've got to think, are they wanting to see me again for a shag or are they wanting me to see you again for a date?
And that's fine because I guess you're still shagging. And
But my rule is
Mm.
speak to him for 3 days on the dating app.
Wow, I like that.
Then-
Fast.
3 days, if they've not asked you to do something, it don't have to be like do something within the 3 days. Like if they say, oh, should we go for a drink at weekend or next week?
Yeah.
If they've not within the 3 days asked you to do something, you ask them. And if they say no, don't speak to anyone. If they say yeah, you've got a date.
Yeah.
If they say no, you've only wasted 3 days of your life.
Why would
speaking to them.
anyone say no anyway? I always find that so weird. What are you doing on there?
But some of my girls, I've said that to them. I'm saying, ask him for a drink now. And then they've pied it off. And I think, there you go. Don't speak to anymore. You've got your answer. They don't want to meet you up. But they want a fucking pen pal. That's what I want.
Who can be bothered?
They want a fucking pen pal. Some of my girls speak to lads for months. And I think, what are you doing?
I think that's crazy.
Innit?
I've heard it in lesbian relationships as well because they're all about building up that love.
Oh, really? I thought everyone
And
said lesbians move fast.
I think it's one way or the other.
Right.
But this brings me to a really interesting point.
Come on.
What's the fucking show called? That's really embarrassing because I just wanted to
What?
talk about it and I've already
Ask
forgotten
the
what it's
girl.
called. The one from the noughties when you... Catfish.
Catfish. Yeah.
Catfish. Do you know the thing I never got about Catfish
Mm.
is that they'd be like, oh yeah, I've been talking to them for a year. I've been talking to them for 2 years. Have you ever seen a picture of them? Yeah, but like they don't send them very much. Have you ever spoken on FaceTime? No.
No signal.
No signal. Have they ever
They're at
have you ever
sea.
met
They're
them?
at sea.
No.
They're They're at sea.
How can you talk to somebody for 2 years and just be like, yeah, no, do you know what? It's fine. I'm just not going to see them. Because it sounds like you wanted a pen pal. It's hard to have sympathy when it turns out to be your cousin. I'm not going to lie. It is tough. Because all you have to do is ask for a picture of like a thumbs up. It's not even hard,
Send
really.
me a picture of you with the date on a whiteboard.
But also, why would you want to date somebody that you're not going to see for 2 years?
No. It's crazy. I won't even entertain them after a week, me.
Agree.
I really won't.
If they're hot enough, I'm talking to a guy on Hinge right now and he's really quite gorgeous.
Right. And how long's it been?
So we were talking for about 2 weeks.
Right.
And then there's been a gap and I've messaged him because he was ill. And I was like, message me when you
sound like you're on
are back to
catfish, yeah.
health. Yeah, do you think I'm being catfished?
No.
But he's verified his pictures.
No, because I've seen a lad who I know who's not on Hinge and someone's using his pictures and it's verified and it's not him.
I'm being catfished.
No.
I'm being catfished. He is fit though.
Does he work on an oil rig?
Maybe.
Joking.
I don't know what he does.
Try.
No, I don't know what he does. I think he's an aspiring actor.
When you go on dates, what's the paying situation? Sorry, but I do want you to pay on the first date. I do.
I think there's some things that really make me nervous in life and some things that don't. And that is something that doesn't make me nervous.
Nice.
I went on a date with a lawyer not that long ago and I did just kind of assume that he was going to pay.
True.
We'd had a very honest conversation about kind of like how much money that we were making and stuff.
Yeah.
He owned his own house. I expected him to pay. And I went to the toilet, thought maybe he would pay.
Yeah.
Came back and he hadn't. And he was like, should we get the bill? And then the second she came over, yeah, we'll split it. And I was like, do you know what? You tight bastard. You've told me you're on 6 figures.
That's how the rich stay fucking
You know that
rich.
I'm on fuck all and that I'm fighting for my fucking
You know,
life.
I just had to walk here because I can't afford the tube. That is so fucking stingy. That's what I
You
mean.
can see that my shoes are falling apart. Sorry if my... Look at the colour of my socks.
I've only ordered...
Look at the colour of my Primark socks. You think I can fucking afford to pay for brunch? I can't.
I've only ordered a starter and a tap water.
Well, no, he had a really good point. He was like, let's get a spare breakfast just in case we get hungry. And I was like, look, I'm a big boy. I can eat a lot, but that's a lot. I need more protein. Oh, fuck off
Going
with your
down
protein.
an egg when you get home then.
Well, exactly.
Take a leaf out of my book and fucking boil 3 eggs, put them in a sandwich bag and take them with you on the train, darling. It's not hard.
His excuse for not seeing me again, I've told you this, haven't I?
No,
was
I don't
that
know.
I might be moving to Belfast or Manchester.
He might be.
Right.
Well, sounds to me like that's not set in stone.
No, exactly. Also, you own a house in London. So you're moving or not? He also listens to this, but he still listens.
Do you? You sat there watching me do breakfast, are you?
But yeah, anyway, on the pay situation,
Yeah.
more than happy to go Dutch. I really like paying for one thing and then they pay for the next.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah,
that. The best
I
dates
like
that I've been
that.
on has been when a guy's like, I'll pay for this, you get the next
Yeah,
one.
like that.
Because
like
then they're
that.
also like kind of trusting you that you're going to do it again. And I think that's really nice.
That's nice. It's like they're setting it up for the second date then.
What about you?
I want them to pay it. I did go on a
Right.
date with a lad once and we went for food first and we was going bowling after, right? And we went for the food. He did book the bowling, to be
Straight
fair.
people love bowling.
No, I don't.
Not this.
I thought, God,
ally.
boring. But I thought, right, okay. So he booked the bowling and paid for it. And then we went for food first. And then the bill come and he was like, oh, we're splitting it. And I thought, oh, God. It just puts me off. I feel like it just tells the type of it just shows what type of person they are. They're not a generous person. Sorry, but I think that is the case.
If this goes on TikTok, you're going to get roasted.
Don't give a fuck.
Those incels are going to come for you.
Well, guess what? If I'd been paid for the date, I'd be fucking clowning it. How about that?
Yeah, you tell him,
Yeah.
Queen. Yeah.
But no, then I like it if I go on a date and say we went for a meal or something and they bought it. If we went for a drink after, then I'd get the drink at the second place. I don't want them to pay for the full date.
No, do you know what I mean? Like I like that kind of split where it feels less like, oh, actually, you paid 50p more there. Like, no.
But once I went on a date with this lad who I was really, really in love with, right? And we went, and I basically forced him to take me on a date, and he was like, right. So we went on a date. We went for a curry, and then he paid for the curry. The next place we went to, I was like, oh, I'll get the drinks in here. Went to the bar. It was cash only. I didn't have cash on me, but he did have cash on him. And I was like, oh, it's cash only. I said, I'll have to go to the cash machine. Obviously thinking he'd go, no, I'll get him. And he's like, all right. And let me go to the cash machine on my own. It was about 11 o'clock at night.
That's not hot, is it?
That's bad, innit?
Did I ever tell you about the really tight guy? Oh my God. Sometimes I think about it. It makes me so angry for the fact that I gave him a second chance and we went on a second date.
Go on.
So I dated him while I was at uni and I went to Birmingham City Uni. He went to Uni of, which is quite posh,
Right.
like a lot of rich kids. And we met on, I think, Tinder and we went on a date. Poshest man in the world. So posh. Like
Posher than
sounded
you?
like he had his... I'm not that fucking posh. Sounded like kind of posh he wouldn't swear.
Well.
And you know the posh where they're like, mate.
Right, where's my bucket?
Yeah, very raw, where's my backy?
Yeah.
Alexa played Dem Boy Pagans by Jay Haas. Very that.
Do you want to come to my party?
Yeah, very...
Party with a D.
Party.
You want to come
Very
to my
that.
party? Go on. My mummy and daddy are away.
His family, I won't out him here, but his family owned a watch brand. Very bougie watch brand. Like
Nice.
I think they were like half Swiss.
Right.
They also owned a ski chalet in France, like the whole chalet.
He's got a lot of wonga.
Maybe you can see why I went
I
on
don't
a
give a
second
fuck what
date.
you're about to say. How big marrying him?
Shall I message him?
Message him now. Ring him. Ring him.
He did actually, a couple of years ago, followed me and was like, oh, do you live in London? I live in London now. And I ignored it. Because he was a freak.
You've got the power.
Anyway,
Go on, tell me. Tell me.
We got on a first date. We go to a pub. He makes a big deal because he's drinking pints. I'm drinking pink gin and lemonade. And he's like, that's more expensive. And I was like, right. Well,
Your mum's a chalet.
yeah, you've just told me that your family owns a chalet, darling. And you're a watch company. They own a watch company.
What a freak.
I
Go
know.
on.
Give him a chance. Go on a second date. Go to a pizzeria. And we sit down. He looks at the price. He's oh, God, this is expensive. This is expensive, this.
Don't tell me immediately.
And I was like, no. So we have it. And he's like, right. He works out what we've both paid for. And I'm like, ick.
You
Also,
have one more slice than me.
side note, I go downstairs to the toilet. As I'm about to come up the stairs, an old-ish lady falls down the last 2 steps. She's fine, but I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Help her up. So obviously I then sit with her for a minute and I'm just like checking she's okay. Come back to the table. He's like, where have you been? I thought you'd run away. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, this old woman fell over. I helped her get up. And he was like, oh, all right. And I was like, right, you've got the
Don't
empathy of
give
a
a
fucking
fuck.
goldfish, you freak. So that's not the worst bit. I think this is the worst bit. We leave. We walk past a Tesco and I say, oh, should we get a little dessert for the way home, for the train home?
Nice. That's
Go
so
in.
cute.
I know. And I was like, right, do you want a pastry? I'll get them. And he was like, okay, if you're getting them.
What's the dearest one?
You tight prick.
Yeah.
So I get 2 pain au chocolats,
Lovely.
put them through, why did I say it like that?
But it's your glutes.
Pain au chocolat.
Yeah.
Put them through the scanner. Before I can even go to get it, he scans his club card. I was fuming. Fuming.
What a fucking
I'm
joke.
paying and you've taken my fucking points. You tight git.
That is so
And I
weird.
sit on the train eating my pain au chocolat like I'm never going to see you again. We get off the train. He's like, am I coming back to yours? And I was like, no.
What a fucking weirdo.
I know.
Oh, that is how the rich stay rich. I'm telling you now, he's the type of person where he'd say, you're in the taxi and he'd say, send me your £2.65. Weirdo.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, girls, do not be afraid to ask people, to ask a lad on a date in 2026. Just do it.
Is that the summary that you got from that story?
Yeah. And if you're paying, you take the club card.
If they own a ski chalet, put a ring on it. Don't ma-
No, you don't want to marry scruffs like him, George. And if he is listening,
He might be. If you are listening, if
you
he's
know,
still rich, he said that his grandmother was never going to accept him being gay, so he's probably going to have to marry a woman. So,
raw,
yeah.
fucking raw.
Raw.
Terrible boys and terrible exes. Is that what we're on?
All right. Gulp. How many ex-boyfriends do you have?
2.
3.
Why did they end?
I ended all 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended both of mine.
Number
Well,
1 was during the pandemic and the
Right.
distance was a lot. Number 2, we both worked together in hospitality and I think it was a bit more convenient and we were much better friends.
nice.
And then he made Amanda cry. And I was like, no, I don't even want to be a friend. Number 3 was insane. He worked at Amazon. A load of his colleagues got sacked. And he was like, I'm so happy I'm going to get a promotion. And I was like, okay, a little bit sign of a psychopath. And then he bought me some Lego shoes because he said that they reminded him of me.
Lego shoes?
Like Adidas Stan Smiths, but made of Lego.
Where's he bought them from?
I don't fucking know. Somewhere shit in the sale. Because it came with
bought them for you?
He got them delivered to my flat.
That's quite romantic.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
That is quite
He
romantic.
thought he knew me. He had this idea of me and he just didn't.
You don't know me.
And it was wrong. You don't know me.
You don't
But he
fucking
had
know
the
me.
most gorgeous chest ever.
Did he?
I used to love lying on it and it always smelled so good.
Oh,
And if you're listening... no. And
what,
then...
the one you just called a psychopath?
did I say that?
My first ex-boyfriend who I was with for 5 years is getting married now. Good on him.
Congratulations. Is he nice?
He's all right. It ended because we just fell out of love. Well, I fell out of love with him.
This is really nerve-wracking, this episode, isn't it? I'm so scared this is going to bring them out
Well,
the
we got
woodwork.
together when we were 16. We split up when I was just before I was 21.
Okay.
But we're different people. You know what I mean? He was terribly, terribly, painfully shy. And I used to picture myself thinking, right, I'm stood in a pub in 10 years' time and I've got to introduce him as my husband and I'd want to die. That's what I thought.
Oh
Do
my
you
God,
know?
that's quite a good way of doing it though. Would I want to
Yeah,
introduce
and like
them?
we'd been together like at this point, say 4 years, and like we'd go out for tea with my dad and he'd just say nothing the whole meal. And I thought, what am I doing with
That's
someone
an
like
ick.
this?
That is an ick.
But do you
it
know
sounds
what?
nice though beyond that.
Yeah, he was nice. He never did anything. Well, he never did anything wrong or to me, right? But let's
The
just
bar's on the
say,
floor.
when we were 18, my friend had an 18th birthday party at a function room. And he got leathered. He was one of them where he was really shy, but when he was around other people,
And then he got drunk.
he got drunk. He thought it was life and soul of the party, and he used to think, this ain't you. Like, I wish you was like this all the time, but you're actually miserable and boring as fuck. And he went round with a pint glass and was saying to everyone, pour a bit of your drink in there. And he mixed everyone at the party's drinks together in a pint glass, downed it, passed out, and shit himself. At a function room, right? And I mean, passed out, I thought he were dead. I thought he was...
Is he going to be all right with this
I
going
don't
in?
speak to him, what ass? Getting married to someone else and I'm fucking not. Who's in the better position? Him. So he shit himself, right? But
Yeah.
we didn't know.
I
He
wonder if
was
she
passed-
knows that.
I don't know.
His new lady.
Well, he passed out on the floor. At this point, we didn't know he shit himself. We was trying to wake him up. We had to ring an ambulance for him because he was unresponsive. Okay? So my friend whose 18th birthday was, two of her cousins was like, right, let's pick him up and take him outside because the actual function room, the staff are waiting to go home. Right? So there was like, pick him up and put him in like the foyer of the place.
Yep.
Picked him up, smelled like cat food. And I thought, he shit himself. So the ambulance came, he was all right, checked him over. We had to ring his dad to say, come and pick him up. His dad come, put tarpaulin down in the back of his car because we said he's covered in poo. And then I said, I'll come with you because he'll be embarrassed. Like, I didn't want him to just be with his dad. He said he'll be embarrassed. So
That's really nice
I
of
had to
you.
stand in the bathroom with him while I got undressed. He was covered in head to toe in poo. He had thick, black, hairy legs, poo from his fucking to his ankles. Stood in the shower holding his willy crying. I was like, you've embarrassed yourself. The next day to say thank you, his dad bought me a thank you card and a necklace.
That's really nice.
Very sweet. And I stayed with him. That was when he was 18.
What did he say to you? Was he like, thank you for looking after
Yeah,
me?
he was really nice about
Okay.
it, whatever. Everyone called him Mr. Whippy for 2 years. Right? That was my friend's 18th birthday party. The same friend, she had a 20th birthday party just at my house, right? He passed out. I said, oh, I'll go and put him in my mum's bed.
What time of year was this? Was the moon somewhere?
March. Yeah, Mercury.
Yeah.
Mercury was out.
Classic Mercury in
Yeah.
retrograde. It'll have you pooping.
He passed out. Again, he'd not pooed himself at this point. Put him in my mum's bed. He was lay on his front, passed out.
No.
And I went to check on him. I could see a log in his boxers.
In your mum's bed.
In my mum's bed.
I hope you put that tarpaulin down.
So obviously at this point, he's been called Mr. Whippy for 2 years. I thought, I can't let anyone know he's done it again. So one of my friends was coming upstairs a lad, and I was like, get in here, quick, get in here. I was like, he's done it again. He's done it again. I was like, don't tell anyone, please. I won't. I was like, can you help me put him in the bath? So my mate picked him up, put him in the bath. As he put him over the bath, I had shit all down his leg. And he'd done it again. And I was literally so embarrassed for him. I was crying my eyes out.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then everyone, obviously my mate ran downstairs going, he's shit again. He shit down my leg. Like, didn't keep it a secret. And then my friend was knocking on the door going, Elle, let me in. And I was going, no, I can't. I feel so sorry for him. I opened the door, just a little crack. And she went, Elle, babe, let me in. You've got shit on your shoe. And I stayed with him for another year.
Did you have shit on your shoe?
Yeah. I'd shit on
What
my
shoes were you wearing?
I don't know, like little dollies or plimsolls or something.
So you had poo on your foot?
And then about a week later, I told my mum what had happened, whatever. About a week later, mum was like, Elle, come here, I need to speak to you. And she went, I didn't want to say anything to him, but there's a bit of shit on my headboard.
How did it get on the headboard?
Don't know.
Oh, that's so nice of Kay to be so chill
Yeah,
about that.
she's nice, isn't she?
Love you, Kay Walker.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's why I'm a bit wild now, because I think my youth, I was tied up in a boring relationship with a boring lad and cleaning up poo in my fucking 20s in my youth. Do you know what I mean?
You're saying that like you're in your 50s.
I feel like I've just been in a therapy session.
It felt good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, second boyfriend.
Oh, he just cheated on me.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, I think I have been in love. I don't know though. I just don't know. I think in the moment I think I am, but I just don't know if I am. Yeah, I have. Have you?
Yeah.
Are you in love now?
No.
No, I have, I think.
No, we're just friends now.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Anon.
There was a man.
This is like a fucking riddle.
Oh no, there was a man that I was shagging for a while, and he's in an open relationship, but it was not supposed to be feelings,
Yeah, no feelings involved.
and it got a bit feelingsy. But it was very sexy until then,
Yeah. And now you're just friends,
and it
which
was very
is really
sexy during then.
nice.
And now we're just friends, and now we're really good friends, and it's all going to be all right.
Oh, you got all shy.
But he used to give me loads of gifts. He learned really quickly like what I liked and what I didn't like. He was so attentive and just nice.
The dream man, really.
The dream man. I used to go to his house in East London and he'd run me a bath and I'd have a bath because he knew I loved baths. I do think this is one of the steamiest things that's ever happened in my life.
So jealous.
We said that we weren't going to see each other anymore.
Yeah.
And we were just going to like be friends.
Right.
And so he lives near to me in East London. And it was like I was trying to bang some nails into the back of my wardrobe. To like the back had come off the wardrobe.
Oh, right, okay.
And I needed to bang
DIY.
some nails in. And he was like, oh, well, I've got a hammer and nails. And I was like, yeah, but like, it's fine. I can do it. I just need to borrow it. And he was like, no, I'll come over and fix it for you. He comes over. It's like a 10-minute walk. And it was like there was a blessing from the gods. It chucked it down for that. It was like, you know, end of summer, you know, when you get the storms. Chucked it down for 10 minutes. The second he got to mine, it stopped. But he was soaked
Drenched.
through.
It's like a film.
Very Mr. Darcy. And he came into my room and I was like, well, you're actually going to have to take those clothes off because you're soaking.
Get that
and
hammer
you need
out.
to fix my wardrobe.
Yeah.
So he takes his kit off down to his tighty whities and then he's putting the nails in his mouth and he's banging it into the wardrobe. And I was like,
And you thought, I'm going to bang something
this
into
is
you.
just too much. And he was like, will you hold the nails while I do like the ones at the top? And I was on my knees and he was banging the nails into the top. You know where it
Were
went
you
from
sucking
there.
that hammer?
I gave him some
hammer time.
DIY. It got very DIY.
I love that, George.
Yeah.
The East London. I love it. I've got a quick story about the Sprouts.
I've been dying to hear this story.
Right, so basically, I was really in love with this lad who worked at Wetherspoons. Like me and all my mates went to Wetherspoons. My mum went to the same Wetherspoons. All knew who he was. One night, I took him home when I lived with my mum. And I never did that, ever. But I must have thought in my drunken head, mum knows who it is. My mum knows I fancy him. Took him home. My mum thought, what's this ruckus? Come in, he stood there with his pants around his ankles.
So she saw everything.
No, still with his boxers on.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, pants. Yeah, sorry.
Trousers.
Language barrier.
Trousers. And he was like, yeah, all right, Kay. That's my mum, right? Anyway, next morning, he leaves the house. Give me a little kiss, guy. And he said, there's free sprouts on the floor next to your bed, on the floor. So I was like, no, they're in. He was like, there's free sprouts on the floor. I thought, what the fuck? So literally, I was racking my brains thinking, it was like nowhere near Christmas. Free sprouts on the floor. I thought, what the actual fuck? Telling my mum was like, what the fuck? I was like, don't know where it's come from. Anyway, later on in the day, my mum opens the freezer. Bag of frozen sprouts. I've made us both a drink when I come in, thinking it was ice cubes, and put frozen sprouts in the drink, and the drink's fell on the floor. How good's that? How good is that? And me and my mum were fucking buzzing. And then he really broke my heart.
Oh.
Pied me off, whatever. Bumped into someone on a night out, went home, slept with him, figured out it was his best friend. Then when he pied me off, next time my mum went to Spoons, the bar was full and my mum went, nice to see you with your pants on. At a full packed bar, and showed him up in front of everyone for me.
As she should. Queen K.
Yeah, Mum. Nice one. Yeah, that's a sprout story.
That's the sprout story.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it? Nice.
Yeah, love that. I don't know how you didn't notice, because I could be like near death drunk and I would notice if there was a sprout in my drink.
I was fucked.
Fair.
That's it, girlies.
That's it, divas.
We
Thank
could
you.
sit here for hours and tell you.
I actually, like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more stories. Maybe we'll have to do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2.
Dating part 2.
We'll think of it. Surely there must be some more things we've done to get men's attention that we've not thought of.
Yeah, I've already just thought of some that I'd forgotten that I'd done.
I'm thinking of dating disasters. You know, we must do a part 2. We'll have a little think and we'll do another one.
I should have put outside a swimming pool once because I knew he swam there on a Sunday. And I just sat there reading my book. Oh, I forgot I did that.
Oh.
I was there for about 4 hours reading my book.
What the fuck were you reading Yellow Pages?
I was reading TikTok. I had my phone in my book.
Did you? Nice. Right, well, thanks so much, girlies. Don't forget to like, subscribe on all the platforms, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcast. I don't know how much of this episode's going to be cut out, but I'm guessing it's going to be a big fat chunk. Many, many mentions of Willies this week. And if you want to see all the uncut bits, go to the link in the show. Willies. And share them with me. Go to the link in the show notes and join our group chat. VIH.
Love you all, girls.
Love you.
Bye.
Not being funny, guys.